Hi everyone, I'm Ra, co-host for Or Bust. Today we are here at Royal Enfield Singapore, and with us we have Naz and Kevin. They'll be talking about the bike itself, Royal Enfield. They rode it in India. Also we have our special guest, Aloysius or Abais. They rode to India in 2019 and got stuck there because of the COVID-19. Hi everyone, this is Ra, co-host of Or Bust. Today we are at Royal Enfield Singapore. With me today we have Naz and Kevin. Back in 2019 they rode the Royal Enfield Himalayans, right? In India. So I brought them here today to give an honest review. They are not sponsored by Royal Enfield, so they get to ride the bike in the city, bring a bit of off-road, and I'm going to ask them what's the feel of the bike riding in the city and in India. Naz, thank you for coming. Kevin, thank you for coming.
Sure.
How was the bike today when you ride it in the city area?
It was fun. It's a very easy bike to ride.
Is it easy to handle?
Yeah, it's easy to handle. It's not very complex.
Okay. What about you, Kevin?
Well, I like the bike because it's not the kind of bike like you ram, it's just gonna wheelie and things like that. It just, you know, you ram, it just go. It can go everywhere.
You guys are not sponsored by Royal Enfield.
No.
Okay.
We're not.
I just want to be sure. Yeah, I just want to be sure. Okay. So you guys went up to India 2019 August, and how many bikes were there with you?
16.
16.
Yep.
Kevin was your assistant tour guide?
Not say tour guide, we actually hired a tour agent over there, and we both were like a so-called leading.
Like a leader,
yeah,
leading
we
group.
organized it.
I think it's good to lead a big group with a leader and sweeper. It's more organized. You guys went up to India for 10 days. 10 days. You guys chose this bike. I ask you first, Naz, why is that so?
So for me, this bike is like a scrambler. It's tall, long suspension travel. So it will actually handle off-road well. And I like to stand when I ride. So this bike is very comfortable when I stand.
City riding can, off-road can. What about Kel? The first time you saw this bike is in India, right?
Correct.
What kind of reaction you got?
Well, at first I think that Royal Enfield, hey, dude, it's an Indian-made bike though.
You don't have.
Yeah, you know, like. So I never had an experience, but after I rode it, after the 10 days, I came back Singapore. I actually went to Royal Enfield and wanted to buy the bike.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking for it. Actually, I just fell in love with the bike.
This is what I like about review when the riders are not sponsored. It sounds very assured that I'm thinking I should get this bike. So, what's your best memory in India riding the Royal Enfield? I know it's high elevation and all, but what's the best memory you have?
Best memory? Well, there's a lot lah. There's a lot of
probably two or maybe one.
My favorite was crossing the river water.
There's plenty of water body there.
Because the ice melting.
We will slide the video and the image, but you can tell us too.
Yeah. So that was my favorite. I think the crossing the waters were my favorite. And some of
on Royal Enfield.
Yeah, this bike is tall, so you don't need to worry about it. And what do you call it? Like I said, the suspension is long travel, so it handled the terrain very well.
What about you, Kelvin? When you are in India, any mishap, problem, incidences that you can share? Maybe one or two?
Well,
riding this bike,
there's one that is when we were up here on a very steep climb and it was raining, so it become mud. So my half the wheel was stuck, and then it was truck coming.
Is that a road tire, off-road tire?
It was a semi-off-road tire.
Semi-off-road, okay.
So, you know, I was stuck in between, and then the truck was coming in, and then all these crazy driver and stuff like that was trying to squeeze in, and I was struggling to get off, you know, like.
Well, it come with the panniers too. when you already?
I didn't have the pen yet, but it was so, actually I was panicked for a while.
Okay.
But when I ran the bike and then it just keep going slowly, it just keep climbing and climbing slowly and climbing. I was like, damn, this bike really can keep, it just keep going slowly.
Really?
But it did not went like, but it just goes slowly.
It's just well controlled, eh? Okay.
Yeah, it was well controlled and it got me out of that situation, which is, oh man, it was like...
How high was this?
That was damn high.
It
was literally
4,000
at that age.
Oh, okay,
you know?
wow.
So it's like, looking down, you don't want to fall down there. And the other side also is like...
Orientation, yeah? Because usually when we ride a new bike, first time, when you're in India, first time, how was it? I mean, the first time you ride it, is it easy to handle, or you get used? You need to like a few days to get used to it.
Actually, it's easy to handle. What the tour guides over there did is the first day we actually have the orientation, right? So we went for a small loop.
Nice.
So earlier on, we actually were riding on the streets and all the things. Then suddenly we were crossing this narrow bridge. Then suddenly off-road.
During the orientation.
During the orientation, so I was having fun.
Yeah. What about you, Cal?
During the orientation.
Scared.
For me, it was scared because first time in such a terrain and on this bike. But overall, I never had any issue on the bike.
So yeah, I heard. I mean, even if it like, you know, there's little problem, you can fix it there and then. I haven't ridden this bike yet. Probably sometime next year after COVID. But what else that we need to know about this bike? City riding, off-road riding. Do you guys got anything else to share?
Well,
I'm ready to buy. I need to know.
No, one of it that impresses me was during that river crossing, all the glacier was melting away. So one of the guy went and then he got hit by this big boulder and then he fell in the water and then he just jumped off, left the bike and he walked away.
I mean, that's lucky, right?
Submerged in the water.
So what happened to the bike?
The guy came and pulled out the bike, and then they were trying to restart. I mean,
I'm interested to know. Can it restart?
You get any bike, you just submerge in the water totally. Submarine, and then you bring it up, and then you try to restart it. Within 2 hours, everyone was cheering because the bike got started again. Like
2 hours.
We were like,
that's reasonable. What about you, Naz? Before one embark on this bike, Royal Enfield, do you have anything else to share? What to look out for other than the height?
Yeah, I think mainly is the height. Okay. As long as you can handle the bike, it's a very easy bike to ride. It's not very complex. There's not a lot of electronics. Not much setting. You just throttle, release clutch, and go.
You're right. So okay, guys, thank you so much. We're going to talk to Aloysius right now. He went with a group and got stuck in India because of the COVID-19, and we're going to bring you back to our studio. Thank you very much for joining us. Hi everyone, thank you for watching Royal Bus. We are on the last stretch, episode 9. With me today, we have riders from Team Black Eagle. Exactly last year, this month, in March, they rode to India during the virus crisis. Okay, let's start with the ball rolling. Last year, in March, your group took off from Singapore during the virus COVID-19 and towards India. What brought you into that, making that decision, Ubes?
Actually, it was the initial stage of the COVID, so we didn't expect it to blow up so big. So what we thought, it will subdue very fast, so we just proceed because of the planning and everything, and leaves all were taken up, and we just proceed with the thing. We didn't think so much.
Initially, I mean, since like what Ubes said, initially the situation wasn't so big and so bad, but we were still like contemplating whether will it be good or not. But over time we decided I mean, the elders in the team decided. So since I'm the younger guy, so I'm more of a follower. So I just proceed with them So I mean, it's like
so you have no problem. What about Giant? When the decision was made to go on during the crisis?
It's a 1 year plan. We've been planning for almost more than a year with the route, sightseeing, hotels, all that. So when this COVID-19 came in, we didn't expect it to last so long.
Okay.
So say maybe it will last for about a few weeks.
Okay.
And during that moment, India was just having so-called having about 3 or 4 cases.
Okay.
So I thought it will be okay lah.
Okay.
So we proceed with the planning.
Okay, you guys did the iron butt ride, right? I mean, Singapore, Thailand, that was 2 days.
2 days, yes.
And Thailand, Myanmar, that was 4 days.
Yes.
You was on your Super 4.
Yes, I was riding a Super
How does it feel like riding a Super 4 iron bike, like a marathon, from Singapore to Thailand, Myanmar border? Tired?
A little bit tired, but it was okay for me. It was. I'm so used to riding long distance, so
your condition, yeah.
My condition was okay.
It doesn't matter what bike.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what bike. So it was at the end of the day your mindset.
What about you, Alpha? You're on your Honda 750, right?
Yeah, I mean,
no problem.
No problem. As in, since it's, it's more like a street bike, so more. It was
comfort,
not as uncomfortable from what I look like from Super 4. But Honda was a more comfortable bike, so
definitely,
it was good.
right?
Yeah, so managed to do it.
No need to ask you. You're on a GS 1200.
most
It's like
comfortable
you
bike.
can ride to Europe without any problem.
Yes.
So what happened when you guys crossed to India? Any problem at all? Any lockdown? Anything?
The first day when we crossed the Indian border, it was okay. Everything was like as per normal.
Okay.
We went through all the procedures and everything we went through, and immediately the next day morning, we heard the news come in, the border was closed.
Okay. So Alpha, so when you know the border is going to close behind you, what came into your mind? Do you want to tell the elders to turn back or just follow the elders?
Actually, I told them, I mean, we are still not too late. If we have to turn back, we can turn back because we are not too far deep in India, you see.
But the elders said no.
For us to ride back. But no, it was more like a team decision.
Okay,
so
good.
we decided together. So we said, I mean, how bad the situation is going to be. So we still have that little bit of hope in us
To go on forward,
to proceed.
right?
Yeah, because the trip was a well-planned trip, and we really
already 1 year plan already
Yeah, correct.
on the
That's it,
schedule.
yeah.
What about you, Giant? When you realized they already got
Okay, because it's
close
just
the
the
weather?
first week, so it's a 6 weeks, right? So I was thinking there's 5 more weeks.
Okay.
So this COVID will just go away.
Okay.
So never mind, we'll just proceed. We'll stick to our plan.
So as a group,
Yes.
keep going.
Yes.
So first day, you guys heard the border going to close behind you. You guys decided to go ahead. So what happened the second day?
Not on the
Which day?
second day exactly. It was on the 4th day or 5th day.
So what happened?
fourth day
Hotel
or
don't
fifth day.
allow you to book in, to check
Yes,
in.
we already pre-booked the hotels. At the point of time when we reached there, looking at our passport, no.
Because
no
of?
foreigners because of COVID.
No, when they look at your passport, cannot
Because
check
of
in.
Singapore passport.
Oh, Singapore. Singapore was on the second
On the
position.
second, on the second position at that point of time.
Okay. So, Giant, when your hotel booking got rejected, your group hotel booking got rejected, what's your reaction?
A bit worried because
No place to stay.
then the bikes, not sure whether it will be secured, safety reasons, all this. And since everybody decided to go, I just
Go on, okay.
go on.
Alpha, you are in the traveling industry, right?
Yeah, correct.
So, what's your reaction when you realize that they don't allow you to check in the hotel that you already booked in advance?
Actually, when they said that we can't check in, it was a bit ridiculous initially. But we have to understand the fact that at that point in time, Singapore was the second. So everyone was worried.
Correct.
The amount of knowledge they have is also, everyone is like, they don't know what's happening. Everything is changing over every day.
Quickly.
It was new rules and new regulations. So everyone was like confused on what's happening.
Okay.
So we had no choice lah. I was like, okay. I tried my best to source out for other hotels from contacting my office in Singapore. So
calling Singapore?
Yeah, my office in Singapore. I told them to find for me a hotel. I mean, by hook or by crook, you get for me some place
But
to
no,
stay
no at all.
because we are already very tired. We rode like every day. We are riding like for 8 and 9 hours.
I can feel
so
you.
It's going to be very tired, So we like no place to stay, no place to go and rest. It's going to be very tiring and difficult.
So finally, a local rider got you guys a hotel room, right?
Yes.
So he sorted all the accommodation.
Yeah, the accommodation part at the two places where the hotels were rejected. So he helped the riders there helped us to book.
The local rider.
The local riders helped us.
Finally, right? You guys get your accommodation, thinking all will be smooth sailing. So what happened next?
After which we supposed to ride all the way from Siliguri to Calcutta. We already started off early in the morning.
Okay.
Down the road about 50-60 kilometers, we received a phone call saying that don't come to Calcutta, it's already under lockdown. today.
So what do you guys do?
We were like totally like don't know what to do. So we had to lost. So we
Totally
turned back. We turned back. We
Who made the
found
decision to turn back?
I mean, all of us.
Oh, okay, all
we
you guys
decided
decided
because
to turn back, okay.
since even all this while the riders were helping us
Okay.
from each district and each state. The riders were helping us, but when we were on the way to Kolkata, they themselves called and said, "Please don't come because we also can't find a hotel for you guys. So you have no other way."
I was told you guys decided to fly to your next destination and then ship your bike or put the bike on the train.
Yes. The problem was from there, that part of India to Chennai, once a week only there's train. So the next option was to Andhra. So we ship in Andhra. They have 3 days to 4 days train every day.
So you
we
guys
put
flew
it
to
there.
Chennai, bike going to go to Andhra.
Yes.
All settled, bike going to be on the train. What's the problem now?
Okay. The main problem was
The main problem was?
you know the
Okay.
logistics issue they had in the train department.
Yeah.
So we were hoping for all the 5 bikes to come to Andhra at the same time on the same day, so that
Yeah.
we can clear it one shot. You see?
Yeah.
Because from Chennai to Andhra is about 600 kilometers. We have
Okay.
to still fly back and collect our bikes.
Okay.
But the problem was. The bikes didn't come together. It took us another 1 whole week for the bikes.
Instead of
to
sightseeing, you guys worry about your bike.
Yes.
Giant, you're on your BMW 1200. Are you worried that you actually left the bike behind on the train station? This is without storage, yeah?
Without
It's just on the platform, right?
On the platform.
You're not worried at all.
I was worried about don't know whether my boxer engine will be still there. or not.
Do you sleep at night? No.
Okay, I'm too tired, stressed.
How do you guys sorted all this? Okay, the bike finally get to Chennai, right?
Yeah.
And you guys, what sort of decision you guys made to continue or just screw it? Let's fly back.
Every day there were a new
New problem.
coming up.
New
because
lockdown.
first when we were in India,
Yeah.
we were very worried about India.
Okay.
Then we start to see the news in Singapore that they started to implement quarantine
Correct,
for 14
yeah.
days, and then they started to implement airspace closure. So it was totally a disaster for us. It was like every day there's a new thing coming out. So the moment we heard that there was going to be airspace closure, so we decided we had no choice. They are going to close the border.
Okay.
So what we do, we just leave the bike here and we fly back to Singapore.
Who made the decision to come back and not to continue? Ubais, you're like the elderly in the group, right? The elders in the group.
Captain.
Yeah, the captain, right?
No. There is another 2 elder guys.
Okay,
Actually.
that's
We 5 of us went.
So sit down like a Chinese parliament,
Yes,
like
yes,
you guys made the decision to go back, and obviously Alpha come into play, right?
Yes,
Because
correct.
you did something to bring the group back.
Yeah.
How
so
do you do it?
Once I know that there's going to be airspace closure, and there's only a few flights left before we come, so I quickly called my office here, and then they immediately did the booking and all that for 5 of us
Smooth.
to fly back.
How do you guys settle the bike? Leave it behind where? Hotel? Someone
it was
home?
in one of our bikers' friends' house.
Okay.
So we left 4 bikes there.
For how long?
It was there for about 3 months.
3 months.
3 months, then we transported it to Chennai to another friend's house there.
That's another transportation.
Another transportation. It lied there for another 4 months.
From all this traveling to India during the COVID-19, what do you learn from the last trip last year in March?
We have to be more well equipped with the logistics side.
Okay, you need to prepare.
Prepare
You need to know the
beforehand
agent.
for in the event of emergency.
There's a
Because our
contingency
idea-
plan, yeah.
Yes, just because of the shipping part, because we have no idea of shipping back.
Okay,
We are
okay.
supposed to ride back the bike.
What about you, Alpha?
Okay, since you mentioned about the logistics part,
Yeah.
I will mention about the tools and all that which we have
Tools.
to bring.
Do you guys
when
have
we,
any problem with the tools?
We,
with
we
the bike?
brought the proper tools, but
Okay.
the thing is we didn't focus on the minute details like maybe the fork seal of the bike and small things like the clutch cable and all that. So we need to bring these kind of things in order
Spare
for us
cable,
to-
yeah.
correct.
Those
So for
wear
us
and
to
tear.
have- yeah, correct.
What about you, Giant? Riding a BMW 12. I need to emphasize the bike you're riding.
Yeah, the
There's
bike-
no problem.
The bike didn't give any problem.
Yeah.
Important is the local context.
These 3 points really valid. If you guys watching, write it down. And these are the guys riding to India, so they are speaking from their experience. And will you guys do it again after all is over?
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's an
Same.
incomplete mission.
All right, thank you for coming, guys. It's good to have you, Giant, Alpha, and
Thank you.
Ubais. Next on episode 10, we'll be having 4 experienced riders, 4, not 3, 4. We have Yem, Tommy, Ken, and Sherry. They be talking about touring essential topic. Be really interesting to have these four sitting down together. Thank you for watching. Please help us like and share. And if you want to ask anything, just comment below. And that's it from us, Royal Bust Season 2. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.